for that matchup with the Nuggets, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. All right, Clark, teams are prepping for the playoff push right now. That must put them in a unique mindset.
Well, staying focused on the same goal, having everybody tied together. Any issues that are bubbling up that could derail you need to be squashed and squelched so that you're at peak form come playoff time. That's what you're striving for.
Pass to McDaniels, and that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty, so we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Hartenstein. It's blocked by Gobert.
More than 7 feet to contend with and a wingspan that might be north of that. Good luck getting a shot over Gobert.
Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hartenstein finds SGA. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Back to SGA. The shot from 20 feet out uses the glass to drop it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Here's Randall. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
He misses the free throw.
You know, what makes Julius Randle special is his versatility. I mean, he can play big and move fast out there, and he can guard and outplay a number of positions as well.
And he's good on the second. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
Now here's SGA. Currently scoring almost 32 a game. So valuable on offense.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
It's Edwards on the wing. Watched by Wallace. Hangs in the air. And the layup good by Edwards.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Here's SGA. He has 6. Toward outside. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves trail. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. To the wing on the left. Randall against Holmgren. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. This is the second trip to the line in the game.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo against Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. They get it back. Pass to Wiggins. Now Dort. Now here's Hartenstein. Defended by Gobert. Hartenstein against Gobert. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Edwards doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Wiggins. For three, Randall. The Thunder with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. Back to Dort. Fires for three. Fires in the triple.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall from behind the arc. Dort grabs the miss.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes it on the layup. SGA's got 8.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Randall outside. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards to end the run. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Here's DiVincenzo. The Thunder making their last shot. Pass to Randall. Randall draws the double. Banked it in off the glass. And that's now 8 points for Julius Randle.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Dort outside. Wiggins looking around. Outside, SGA. DiVincenzo with a steal. And here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Now here's DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence, going right up with the shot.
Here's SGA. That one off the back iron and out.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Back to Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Takes a three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Wallace. Shot to stop the run. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. From deep. The Thunder with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. The open shot, Randall. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, Randall was lined up and ready to go. The moment the ball hit his fingers, he got it into his shot motion.
Wiggins outside. SGA with it. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Impacting both sides of the floor. 4 steals showing the work he did defensively. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Dort. Joe's checked in for Wallace. And McCain subbed in for SGA. DeSumo with it. Wiggins on him. Here's Highland. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the Thunder shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Joe. Now Williams. He's guarded by Highland. Shot clock at 6. McCain. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Ingles passes to Reed. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And how about we check the numbers for Julius Randle?
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm. Just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Freeman, he's checked in for Ingles. Thunder leading by 3. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
McCain against Reed. An open look for McCain. Rebounded by Highland. The Timberwolves have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And Minnesota making a change here. Randall is checked in. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Wiggins outside. Back to McCain. Wiggins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Williams finds McCain. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. To end the drought. And McCain pulls it down.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Fader on the way. Randall pulls down the board.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
Here's Highland. And the shot falls short that time. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game. Back to Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I just love the ball movement.
Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Randle outside, and there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Joe, 14 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Williams with the screen, wide open, and yep, it's good.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Now here's Randle. A 14-point game for him in the win against Denver.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Good on the 13-footer. Randle's got 12.
Well, he's effective in that medium range area.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Randle at power forward with Reed at center. Bones Highland out there with Mike Conley. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The first one falls. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
He's perfect from the line this time. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And here's McCain. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. And it's Holmgren missing. Randle deciding where to go with it. Pass to Conley. Now to Sumu. To the left side wing. Randle draws the double. Reed passes to Highland. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Highland's got 5 now.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Holmgren outside. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Joe on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. Counted from distance. Joe's got his second basket on the night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Randle. He's got 12. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
You know, guys, every year Randle seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Here's McCain. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Holmgren. The focus from Holmgren there.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Randall inside. He's covered by Holmgren. Randall can't hit.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Wiggins passes to Joe. And here's Holmgren. He's guarded by Highland. Back to Holmgren. Over Highland. Down low. Holmgren drops it in.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Conley passes to Dosunmu. The three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Holmgren, up and over Conley, and it's Oklahoma City with another.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Pass to McCain. And here's Holmgren. Wiggins outside. Screen by Holmgren. Outside McCain. The three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And the basket by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Williams, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for McCain. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. Off target from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Randall. 3-pointer. Joe grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, strong finish, SGA.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Edwards, plenty of space. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Conley. Edwards for 3. Down it goes. Edwards for 3.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Here's SGA. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Mike Conley. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City.
One shot.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Now here's Randall. 14 points for him. Outside Edwards. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Outside Joe. McDaniels against Hartenstein. Pass to SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Joe. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves trail by 7. Dosunmu outside. Here's Gobert, hounded by Wiggins. For three, Randall. Offensive rebound, the kick out to Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Down low. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Dosunmu, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
Here's Dosunmu. He had 9 points in his last time out. Randall outside. Clock at 6. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Wiggins. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. There's the three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
And Minnesota with some changes. Reed comes in for Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Lou Dort comes in for Wiggins. And it's Wallace in for Joe. Left side Reed. Over Williams. Another miss by Minnesota. Thunder leading by 10. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for three. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. Powers it home.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
From deep, SGA. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Dort against DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Wing shot on the way, and he drops that one in.
Big forwards like Jaden McDaniels who can pull up for a jumper from anywhere, those guys are a luxury to have.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort's shot is good.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now here's Reed. 11 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver. The kick out to Edwards. No good on the three. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Wallace with it, picked up by Reed. Dort for three. That one doesn't drop. Minnesota's shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Williams against Reed. Puts up a three. Gets the three to fall.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards for three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dort, the pass to Williams. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Timberwolves trail by 10. DiVincenzo with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Now here's Dort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Then when Dort sees an opportunity to score, he goes hard, getting the defense to foul him in the process.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Edwards. For three. Again, the miss by Edwards.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. BA?
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
SGA finds Wiggins. And here's Wallace. Back to Wiggins. Dort outside. Pass to SGA. Yep, that one's good. SGA's got 9 points now in the quarter. 29 seconds left in the first half of this game. Outside Edwards. Knocked loose. Here's the break. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Launches a three. Not going to go that time. And so it's Oklahoma City as we wrap up the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
In the game against the Bulls, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, we try. And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Taking a look at the Thunder. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at center, locking down the middle.
I don't think anybody would call him a consistent three-point threat, but Randall can certainly drop in a few if you give him room.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And Minnesota with possession here. They trail by 14. Outside Edwards. Randall left side. Rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
Dort outside. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. BA, even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 13. Great positioning on the putback. Randall's got 19 points.
Guys, Randall is simply a beast on the offensive boards.
Wallace outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren outside. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Edwards. Holmgren against Randall. Gobert with a screen on Holmgren. For 3, Randall. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Dort's got 5 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Wallace misses. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 15-point game. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards has got 16 points now.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Timeout.
And the Thunder lead by 14. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
First in points off turnovers, and they're second in the league in free throw shooting. Not a team you want to foul. They'll make you pay at the stripe.
And you got to commend the defensive effort. They are #1 in opponent field goal percentage because they play for one another on this end and take pride in shutting down whoever they play. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Tries it from the top of the key. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. And here's SGA outside. Knocks it down from distance. SGA's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
They set a pick. Inside. Here's Gobert. Rudy Gobert finishes strong inside.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Dort for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got rebound #8 now.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Pass to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 15. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Shot is up. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Randall. 19 points in the game. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Randall right side. Pulls it from the corner. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Dort, the pass to SGA. Wallace outside. Hartenstein a screen. Lets it go from the wing. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound #7 tonight. McDaniels from long range. That's it. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. DiVincenzo against SGA. And SGA throws it down.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
Randall outside. Lets the 3 fly. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 16. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Here's Dort. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And there's a pick from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander. The offensive rebound. Screen by Holmgren. Here's Wallace. Outside for Dort. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. McDaniels passes to Randall. DiVincenzo with a screen on Holmgren. Now Edwards pulls it. And he sinks out, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's SGA. That shot off the mark. Good D by Gobert. Timberwolves trail by 14. DiVincenzo pass to Edwards. And man, from the corner.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's Dort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
And what focus from Dort inside. Even while being fouled, he still puts a shot in the air.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
No good on that one. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid's checked in for Gobert. Phillips comes in for Julius Randle. DeSumo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. And Joe's subbed in for Wallace. And he sinks the second. Here's Conley. Still no points. Pass to Edwards from the arc. The Thunder with the rebound. Now SGA. Outside Joe. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offense.
Oh,
what you say?
my goodness.
Come on now. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected cam? And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Leading by 12. Dort outside. Fires the three. And it's DeSumo with the rebound.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Pass to Phillips. Now DeSumo. Dort defending. Here's Phillips. And here's Edwards outside. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got 13 points in this quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's Joe. Back to Dort. Williams with the screen from deep three-point range. The shot by Dort, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Reid passes to DeSumo. Reid, a screen on Dort. Edwards for three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Dort. The three is up. Drills it from deep. So Dort's got 14 points for the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at us.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Edwards. Muscling it up and in. Edwards.
He's doing everything he can, though he might have to do even more.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. One to the line for one. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Carlson comes in for Williams, and Williams is subbed in for Dort. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Now Highland. He's got 5. Pass to Dosunmu. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Joe. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got 5 assists tonight. Highland looking for an opening. Outside Reed. The 3 ball. Drains the triple. Reed's got his second basket.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Shannon in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Outside Highland from outside the arc. And Shannon gets it to go. Shannon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Holmgren against Reed. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First team foul.
Conley's checked in for Shannon.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Reed, a screen on McCain. From downtown, Oklahoma City grabs a miss. 17 points was their biggest margin. Holmgren finds Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Holmgren's got 8 here in this quarter.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
From the substitution, number 6, Jalen Williams.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. McCain against Conley. Fires from deep. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Conley.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Holmgren against Randall. Holmgren, the pass to Joe. Now here's Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Holmgren. Rebounded by Highland. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Randall. Back to Highland. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Conley passes to Highland. Takes the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Now here's McCain. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. It's Holmgren, high post. Randall's there from 7 feet. And it's Holmgren with the bucket inside. Holmgren's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Outside, Highland. Pass to Randall. Reed for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists tonight.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Here's Holmgren. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Some changes for Minnesota. McDaniels is checked in for Conley, and it's Edwards in for Highland. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for McCain. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Nasumu, left side. Pass to Reed. Soft touch off the glass.
Hard to take everything away from Reed because he has such a versatile skill set.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's covered by Nasumu. Wiggins finds Gilgeous-Alexander. With the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Screen by Holmgren. Puts it up from 12. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good. SGA's got 39.
A dynamic score. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
Releases. Randall can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Right side, SGA. Outside Joe. Back to SGA. And it's good. with time running down on the shot clock. And now a 12-point Oklahoma City lead. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. McDaniels against Caruso. Pass to Edwards. And gets it to go, despite getting hit on the shot.
Edwards, a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
Outside, SGA. He shoots. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Wiggins.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Caruso finds Wiggins. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. That shot, no good. McDaniels with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Edwards. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Free throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Wallace with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Wallace. Plenty of room to knock down that one. And the Thunder lead by 11. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Randall, a screen on SGA. Randall, the pass to Edwards. Left side, McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
To the paint. Holmgren outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's SGA. DiVincenzo covering. Here's SGA, and it's blocked. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here is DiVincenzo. For 3, Randall. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 11. Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. Dort outside. The 3 is up. The shot no good.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Holmgren on the attack. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And inside, Randall's there. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. The triple drop.
Here in the second half, he's looked like a totally different player. That's his third triple.
Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Wallace with it. SGA cleared away by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Gobert. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. Oh, it misses! Oklahoma City has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Up top, Holmgren. Now Dort. Holmgren outside. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the 4th. Now McDaniels. It's tipped and stolen by Holmgren. Now SGA. Holmgren outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Minnesota shooting just a phenomenal clip. 59% here in the 4th. Edwards. Bucket is good.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Holmgren buries it from outside.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Thunder.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
26 seconds left in the 4th. McDaniels fires. Oh, missed on the tray. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.